Hello everybody and welcome to part 3 on my series of how I make my motion graphics. In the part 1 I showed you guys how I do my storyboarding and art process. In part 2 I showed you guys how to create the logos and how I create logos for clients, and in part 3 I'm going to show you guys how I make each and every of the scenes that I'm going to animate. So if you have not checked those previous 2 videos, you can find the link in the video description and I'll put the cards up here. And if you want to contact me, the easiest way to do that is by joining my motion design community. I'll be going live on the community this Friday to answer any questions that anybody has about After Effects and this series that we have been having so far. So without talking too much, let's jump right into the video. So I'm going to start here in Photoshop, and I have my whatever they call this thing, my reference here. And you can use Illustrator for this. You can also use Figma for this, anyone you want to use. So let's create a new file, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my film and video, and I'm going to find 1920 by 1080 here, and I'm just going to increase the resolution to 100 and create. Now I can zoom out here, and I'm going to this my move tool here, and I'm going to use my artboard tool. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to draw the artboard to be the same size as this 1920 by 1080 here. You can see it up here. Okay, so for the first animation, we're just going to have a shop now button looking cool right there. So I can just come to my square here, and I'm just going to draw a button like this, and I can change the color. Okay, let me so I can use the same, so I can maintain the same color color composition between all my layers here. I can just bring this in. I'm just going to centralize it to the middle of my composition here, and now I can just select this. If you want to increase the roundness of the border, you can increase it like this. If you want to reduce it, you can also reduce it same way. So I'm going to do something like this, and for my color, I'm going to take color with my blue here. Now, next thing I'm going to do is type my shop now. SHOP. Let's reduce the size, bring it down here, and this. Change the color to white. And now I'm supposed to put a shopping cart here, but instead of just putting any random shopping cart, I can come in here and I'm going to take this my logo, and that is the shopping cart I'm going to use for this my first composition right here. So I'm just going to align them. I'm going to align the 3 of them now. Let's select the 3 of them, and I'm going to align them to the middle like this. I can select these 2, my shop now and this vector layer here, can group them. And now what I just need to do again is to centralize it like this, so it can move to be directly in the middle. So we have our first train. So the reason why I wanted to use Artboard is that with Artboard I can create multiple compositions in the same folder. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Artboard here, and I'm going to click on this plus icon here. So that's what it does. It opens a brand new composition, whatever you may call it here. And for this one now, I am doing the second one. So I'm going to do this my icons here, and let's go back to the use of our composition again. So like this, same thing. I'm going to get a square, do my square like this. Okay, and for the color of this square, I'm just going to use this blue again, and I'm going to draw on that square something that looks like this. and I'm just going to move it in the middle here. And for this one, I'm just going to change the color back to white, so you can see this amazing looking call out animation here. Let's select these two, and I'm just going to centralize it to the middle of my composition here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my text, and for the first one I'm going to use an iPhone 16 Pro Max. Oh, sorry. So let's type it iPhone. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add a little bit of descriptions down here. So I'm going to be smaller. Let's use 14. And let's copy my description. So that's that. Now I'm going to change this back to regular. Okay, that's all we have. So that's what we're going to do for this one. And let's import a picture of an iPhone. So this one's what we're going to use. And I think something about this I'm not liking, but let me see how far I can go before I figure it out. So let's bring this down. And I'm just going to write buy now. I'm this on the capital letter, and I can just use regular semi-bold. And for the color here, yeah, I'm going to leave it as white. I'm thinking about using something with the other color that is in my logo here. So for this white here, and I just use this orange. Something I'm not liking about this, maybe it's the color. Let me not make it bright, let me make it more like ash. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to use for my call out. So I can just select this, and I'm just going to duplicate it to here. And what I'm just going to do with this one here is I'm just going to change some of the details. So I'm going to change some of the details. So I want to do an XPS 17. And let's duplicate this one more time. Finally. So now I'm done with that. I'm going to create a new artboard down here, and this artboard now is going to be for the main product page. So I'm going to enter this XTX17 product page, and I'm just going to break it up here. So okay, so I'm just going to keep this, and what I'm going to do now is, for example, this buy now, I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to blow it up. Let's just increase the size a bunch like this. I'm going to bring this out, and these two we're going to change the color. Let's you do it for the time being. Basically, here for the time being. We don't need these two anymore. Okay. So let's move this. Let's move these texts, these two texts, and say let's just move it down here, and we can just blow it up. Oh shit. Say something like this. Okay. So this one too, increase the size. Okay, now let's check out our reference. So we have this here, you have this here, other now is here. Okay. So let's select this, bring it here. Let's share this. We're going to use our quantity. I'm not liking the color this thing here. So I said for this, I can create this one again. Say 60. See a everything. That's nice. This one, let's have it a bit more fitted. Comment. I just want to play around the colors a little bit. And now let's just go into making the title bar, and this is just going to be pretty simple and pretty easy. Okay, so one of the things that you should make sure you do, and other things to make sure you do, there are some elements that go together. For example, I am not doing any major animations with this our website title bar here, so I can just group them all together. So I can just select everything here and group them, and I'm just going to name the group title bar. And what I'm going to do now is, since I'm just going to repeat this, control minus, so I don't need this here again, I don't need this here again, so I can delete it, and I'm just going to bring this into there. Okay, so stuff like this by now, I'm going to group it together. I'm just going to call it by now. This plus and this box here, group.
And then I'm going to group all these icons here apart from the Dell XPS one, because that is the one I'm going to use to do my animation.
So if you're watching that video, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. If you don't understand anything, remember I'll be going live with my motion design community. You can join. The link is in the video description, or you can drop a comment and I'll get to you when I can. And now that you have learned how to make this amazing, artboard, now you can learn how to make this video right here, or you can watch this video right here. This one is kind of good. And I'll catch you in that video. So from now to the next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endlessly. I love you guys.